live on YouTube. Guys, please click on the blue button, okay? And hello, YouTube. Tonight, we're going to discuss about music with political messages. Okay, so the topic is music and politics. And guys, I'm going to split you in small rooms so the conversation works better. So we have 11 people here and I will split you in 2 rooms. So give me a minute to do it. Okay, guys. So okay. So guys, I will bring you back 5 minutes before the end. So please accept the invitation and that's it. Okay, guys, see you. So, Endo, Jean, Lucas, Natalie, and Serena will be here with me in the main room, okay? So, guys, let's start presenting ourselves and you can answer the first question as well. What is your opinion about songs with political messages? So Natalie, please, can you introduce yourself and answer the first question?
Yeah, hello, I'm Natalie, I'm 25 years old. I'm from São Paulo, I'm a language student and also I'm an actress. That's it. And to answer the first question, I think it's really important. I think it's really important because art is a way to express yourself and your opinions and your thoughts and this kind of stuff. So I think it's great when you do talk about political side and music, because usually art has, what can I say, has an artistic face, you know. Art, the thing, has the face of the person who does it. So yeah, I think it's great. It's really important. It's a way to express. So yeah, that's it.
Great. And you, Serena?
Hi, I'm Serena. I'm 25, and I'm from Minas. And I'm not a big fan of talking about myself, so I think I said enough. And about the first question, like my opinion about songs with political message, I think it's very important because I see music as a powerful tool to use to spread messages, and especially nowadays, it's very important that we bring political debates for us. So I think it's very nice and very important.
Okay, and you, Jean?
Well, good evening, guys, and well, I'm here. My name is Jean. I'm 28 years old. I'm living in Bahia. And about this question, it's a hard question, but I think it's very important. I agree with Serena and Natalie said that it's very important. And I think it's extremely important nowadays because unfortunately we have this fight between sides, you know. And I think with music we can talk about um, important subjects with more. It's more easier, you know, to talk about these topics and this important topics. So yeah, I think that's it. What about you, Lucas? What do you think?
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Lucas. I am from Fortaleza and I physics. So for answer this question, I will think about two things. The first, the music. I love music. I love political music. Once I have a big fan from Bob Marley. I believe that you guys know who is Bob Marley. So the music is basically political. So I believe our life, our emotions, our actions has political feelings. So I believe that every action, every move that you make is a political thing. So I believe is I agree. I 100% agree with this.
Perfect. It's you, Wendell Miller.
Hello, my friend. Hello, everyone. So my name is Edo Miller. I'm geologist. I'm a PhD student. I'm from Guyana, and that's it. Well, I totally agree with you all. I think, well, we are living, the society itself, you know, it's very political. So we as a citizen, we need to use the information and knowledge that we have, you know, to spread political messages and try to act in this way. So I really believe that this is a very important thing, you know, we have to be aware about it.
Okay, guys. So you all agree that it's important to talk about politics in songs. But guys, do you think that talk about this subject in songs can stimulate the population to research more about the politics, or do you think that it doesn't happen? What do you think, Jan?
Yeah, totally. Because as I said, it's easier to reach the public, you know, and so we can listen your favorite your favorite artists, and then you can see how they think about it, how they uh, like. The how is the world in this moment, and then they can bring more, you know, an open mind for some talk. So I think it's so important, and yeah, sure, I totally agree with this question.
Okay, and you, Serena?
Well, just give me a second. I'm having dinner. So come back to me
Okay, I will
later.
give you a minute.
Thank you.
Natalie, go ahead, please.
I don't know about research specific, but I think in some level, music and art in general makes people think about, you know, when we are listening music, we start to pay attention in what we are hearing and comprehend the this and relate it to the situation of the person who is listening. So I think in some levels it stimulates to talk and think about politics as I said, I don't know specific about research, but to talk, to listening, to, I don't know, to maybe to understand as a human being in a context, in a political context, as a society maybe.
Great point. And you, Wendell, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm in line with Natalie. I mean, well, I think sometimes it's a kind of way that we have to bring out this information, to the population and to teach. I think the art, teaches a lot. So it's important. And yeah, that's it. I think there's a lot of people that do not live a deep life in that term, that don't care about politics and living on the surface. However, when they face this kind of thing, like art in general, they can kind of thinking again about the thing. Oh, I didn't know about it, and now I want to know because I like this artist. So it's something that is a kind of a lot of engines that works on society.
Can I just add something?
Go on.
And I think there's also a level and a moment to comprehend some situations. Like, for example, here in Brazil, we have a lot of different music that talks about how can I say that in English? Dictator period? I don't know. Ditadura? That's it?
It's dictatorship.
How?
Dictatorship.
Dictatorship. Okay, thank you. And we need to have some understand, some comprehension of the situation, to comprehend that the music is from this period and it's talk about it. Sometimes we just know the music and that's it. But when we start to pay attention, we stay like, oh my gosh, can you hear this? Like, in that moment, can you think about the person who created and who developed the whole idea? And the most incredible for me is develop a way to talk about it without talk about it, because we know about the censura. I have no idea how can I say that. So I think there are some levels to comprehend. I have some difficulty today about my English, but to understand the whole package, the situation, the moment, the song, the whatever, the whole package.
Yeah, we will discuss more about the spirit, and I don't remember what a question, but we will discuss about this. Okay, Lucas, Indu, what do you think?
Well, I think it's a good question because every singer has a motivation, a goal, but eventually you have a different way that the singer follows. So I believe it is important, but eventually the people is very it's very hard, to pass this message involving music. So I believe it's important, but depends. Okay.
Okay.
I think is it.
And you, Serena, you can talk. Can you talk?
Yes, now I can talk. So what I think about this, I think yes, like music can stimulate people to research more about politics, and not only music, but arts in general. And I see this as a big opportunity for us to make these subjects more accessible and a daily thing. everything's political, so it's really important to pay attention to that. So especially right now, I can't not say that, because we are living in a moment that is very complicated. So it's more important than ever talk about this. And I see music as a form of art that is more accessible and everyone can hear, and almost everyone. And it's a very effective way to send a message. So yes, I think it can be used that way.
Perfect. Okay, guys. And so you all talk about that with songs we can reach a lot of people. With songs, some political message can be more accessible. But guys, what do you think about singers and who use their social media to influence people? Because when we are talking about songs, they have a message, and of course they can influence some people, a singer in their social media. So what is your opinion about this, Serena?
Well, I say this actually as an opportunity for us to think about it and not just only see this by the point of view there is being singing. But I understand that not everyone is going to do that. But I think it's very important to have this maturity and this open mind. We don't have to agree with everything, but we have to at least pay attention and think about it. So maybe I'm not sure if that's a very good influence too, but I think it's a very good way to make a discussion, to promote a debate, to promote new ideas. This is the way I like to think, about this kind of message. But I understand that it's inevitable. I forget how to say this word in English. Influence is going to happen, so we should be very careful with that.
Yeah, and Serena, your mic has some problem. I can understand you, but it's with some problem. I
It's
don't know
better
how.
now?
No.
I don't know what to
Okay.
do. I'm gonna try a new one.
Okay. Jean, Andy, what do you think?
Well, I totally agree with Serena. And as Natalie said before, unfortunately, we had a terrible moment in your history. And I think that the artists have this, I think it's like, it's the feeling that some artists have to bring for the people, like the like something to go against the system, like because I think in the past was the artist was like I guess the system or something like that. But for sure, the artists nowadays have this importance, so I think that's it. And we need to choose the right persons to follow, in the social media, because unfortunately it's a open place and you can see everything there. So I think that we need to be careful as well. So what about you, Wendell? What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think it's not possible to split, both, like the artist and the art. I saw, this morning a phrase, of Ludmilla that I thought it was awesome. Like something like, I do what I think. It's very powerful, this, I do what I think. I am what I think. So I think when the artist is spreading and showing something on social media, they are showing what they are. And if you really are at least trying to do something in terms of political to change some, characters of the society, I think it's important to use all the ways that we have, social media, the songs, the art. And for example, we have a lot of artists that they didn't sing songs about political in the past, so then they turn, change it, switch it, the content of the songs, the lyrics and those things to choose to kind of how can I explain, to transfer something behind the lyrics, so I think it's very important. You cannot split.
Great. Natalie, into?
I think it depends on how it's happening, because social media is a powerful tool. So usually singers are more influent. So I think it depends on how it's doing it. Because, for example, if I'm spreading fake news, it's a kind of influence. If I'm saying only things I think, I agree, but I don't have any base to say it, I can influence some people in a wrong way because I don't have a base, I don't have a knowledge to talk about it. So I think it depends on how it's happening. If I'm open to discuss, if I have some information to talk about it, or if I'm just saying and I just want the people to agree with me and that's it. If you don't agree, get out. It's a problem. But as I don't remember who said it, it's a way to know more the person, not only the singer as a professional, but the person. And I think in some level it's related because, okay, it's a beautiful song, but when we talk, when the thoughts of this person, it's completely opposite of mine. And I'm not saying opposite in a way like, oh, it's cool and it's not cool. I'm saying about principles. It's that? I don't know. I'm saying about ethical stuff, for example. I don't know if the other word exists, so that one's better. It's completely opposite of mine. For me, I won't say it's a good influence. So I think it depends on how it's working. That's it, because sometimes we don't have the notion of how we can influence people. Even if we don't have like 1,000 or 100,000 followers, even if it's one person or 5 people, we have influence on others and others influence us. So I think it depends on how it's working, it's happening.
Perfect. Good point, Natalie. Lucas, into, what do you think?
Well, I agree with Natalie because in the end of the day, the music is just a business. So you don't know the people, you don't know the singer. Oh, I think I know uh, the Belchior, the Pablo Vitar, but you don't know. So when you have the 1 million followers, when you have the TikTok, the Twitter or Instagram, you have million of people that follow you. So you can put anything. So I believe is you have a big two with two sides. So is this.
Great, great, guys. So for most of you, a person can sing a song who he doesn't agree with the lyrics. This is just about the business. And on the social medias, we can see who truly is the artist. So guys, I want to know from you in your opinion about if it's important the artist take a political stand or not. They just can avoid to talk about this subject. What do you think about it, Endo?
Well, I think artists, you know, it's a citizen, so they have to take the position or choose the side. That's pretty much that, you know, that I believe. And about Natalie, what Natalie says, you know, I think it's almost impossible to, because, you know, it's a kind of, you know, kind of confused when you choose, oh, they are spreading wrong information, because depend on the people that are judging, you know, this kind of, unfortunately, of course, you know, what is wrong, what is right, you know, but, you know, it's kind of confusing when we are judging in this kind of thing, the content. For example, there are a lot of artists that we like, and sometimes when we see the social media, we kind of, oh my God, I didn't know, you know, well, it's terrible. Yeah, so it's kind of, for example, to spread fake news, you know, if the artist is spreading fake news, you know, the government, the law, you know, needs to act in that situation. So yeah, I think it's the artists have to choose a side. That's my opinion.
Okay, and you, Natalie.
Yeah, I agree with Endo when he said that artists are citizens. We're talking about people. So I think my God, it's I don't know the word in English. It's awkward. I'm gonna say awkward. When people say like, "Oh, you're an artist," oh, people are an artist, so he or she shouldn't talk about politics. It just should talk about art. But art is politic. Is entertainment, yes, but with entertainment, we are talking about politics. It's not just, oh, it's good, it's beautiful, and I'm gonna live. No, we talk about a lot of things in a sometimes in a soft way, sometimes not that soft, but we're talking about life, we're talking about realities. We talk about artists in general, talk about this kind of stuff. And as people, I think it's normal to talk about politics and choose, in some level, choose sides. So I think it's how can I say that as people we are all responsible for what happened in society, and as artists, also people, also responsible. So it's I think it's kind of dangerous when we talk about people who don't take that side, but don't you know, the neutral one. I think it's dangerous because when we do not choose, you are choosing. When you choose not to choose, you are choosing it. you know. Do not choose it, do not have a choice, it's a choice. So I think it's complex, but it's important to take, it's not take side, it's the word, it's take a political stand. Yeah, that's it. But it's complicated in other, sorry.
No,
Very
Too
deep.
much.
Very deep.
very deep, but I got your point.
Yeah, it's difficult because we see a lot of people talk about politics, but that does not understand politics. For example, I don't understand politics, but as a person who lives in society, in some level, I understand. I participated. I'm responsible. So it's complicated.
Yeah, something really interesting that Anita made in last year was talk with oh Jesus, I forgot his name right now. The journalist of CNN. I don't remember. Yes, thanks. And to talk about a politics in her Instagram, but not taking a political stand, just to talk about politics. And it was amazing. So she spread who is politics and different choices and different sides in politics to a lot of people. And it was really good. Serena, go on.
I agree with Natalie, especially about the neutral thing, because there's no such a thing as neutral in politics. The only thing neutral is baby shampoo. So I think that is very, very important for everyone, especially artists, that are streaming, that is popular, to make the discussion about politics happen. You gave us a very good example about Anita attitude. So more artists, I think, it should do this. You don't need to know about politics. You don't have to study politics, but you have at least try and be open to conversation, because everything's political. We live in a political society, so it's inevitable to talk about this. And it's very important for us to understand how things work and what is our role in everything. So as citizens, as person, as artists. So I think that is very necessary.
Yeah. And I think that it would be something really good if the social influencers, they use the social media to talk about politics. As Serena said, not themselves talking about, but call to someone who understands about politics to talk about it, and to talk in a popular way, in a way that people can understand. So it would be something really interesting. Lucas, please.
Okay. I think about two ways, because the first of all, we have a problem when the singer has a different talk about some polemic stuff. I mean, you think about uh, 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 political stuff in Brazil. Uh, everyone has a way to think about this. But if you talk about socialism, anything, you are not 100% agree with this topic. I mean, you have problems, intern problems with, I don't know. I agree with some talks involving, I don't know, I think about prison involving children. So think about cocaine, maconha. I forgot how can I say maconha. Sorry, guys.
Weed.
What?
Weed.
Weeds, right? Thanks. So when you talk about this, guys, you have problems because you have different ways, different points that you need to think about. But I believe that the singer uh, need take a position, take a side, has a window, say. So I believe it's this. When you talk about the singer and the influence of the singer, you need to think about the position and the side of the singer.
Okay. Yeah, and you.
Well, first of all, I need to say that I wanted to talk about the Anita and the life that she has been doing, and this topic is very interesting because I agree with you guys, but I think that we need now be a step back, in this situation, and be more rational, because unfortunately I think that nowadays I have a lot of pressure for the influences and the artists to choose a side, and I think that first of all we need uh, to see the things more rational, because today the people are so passionate about these topics, and I think it's good, as Anita has been doing, like lives to talk about politics. And I think unfortunately our country, the people here are not political people, to know about the politics, to know about the laws, this stuff. But I think that we need to step by step learning more, and be conscient, be awkward about we choice, and I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I think we have a huge problem. That is, we talk about politics just 1 week before the elections. So it's not enough. People need to understand their vote, the power of their votes. So we needed to talk more about politics, and people need to start to research more about this subject, and not just a week before the election, nor just to vote in white, or, oh, I need to choose someone. So it's not a good idea. I think that you need to learn more about politics, because it's your right to learn about it. You can make the difference in your life and the people around you with politics. And people just think that it's not possible. Natalie said that it's important to an artist the entertainment be combined with politics. And I want to know about you. Do you think is it important to combine entertainment and politics? Angel, please.
Yeah, totally. But just said a very interesting thing that are the artists, they are human being, like us. So it's not means that they are artists that you have to, oh my God, I need to follow, you don't have to necessarily be in line with the artist's political vision, So it's important that we need to learn, you need to study about it, political, read a lot, see a lot of information and compare this information. And I think it's a way, the question that you made is a way that we have to enrich, the art and enrich the politics as well. So I think it's very important and necessary, Nowadays, I like a lot the way when the artist can mix both, and make the message more heavy, and impactful to the society. So I think it's important. Yeah, so I agree with you, and that's it.
Okay, Serena, thank you.
Well, I mean, I believe the art and entertainment are different things. I know and I agree the arts can also be entertained, but I don't see this as an obligation. I see more like it's something very useful. And yes, I think it's important and can make difference. But I also understand that there are different things. Art is more like something that you make by with conscience, it's a conscious production of something, while entertainment is just something to have fun and don't think too much. And of course these two things can be side by side, but I think art indeed it's more political than anything. But I think entertainment can also be political, and these three things combined can be very great for everyone.
Perfect. Lucas, you.
Oh, I agree with the Serena. And I put just some more point about the entertainment, because I believe when you think about Roman Empire and the way that you have in the history of the Roman Empire, we have the entertainment that with a way to manage the people and the the people feelings about the empire. So I believe it's all together, and you have a big link with art and entertainment, and each uh, each aspect of your society, even in football, it's a big business, big entertainment. So when you put art and when you put music, you have all this.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, and you.
Well, I agree, but I think that nowadays some artists have a fear to talk about some topics, some subjects, and I think it's more about don't have a polite space to talk about politics. At the last here in TFT, but in the other place we don't have like a good place to talk and to exchange thoughts. So I think some of our artists avoid to talk about it, and they have this they have or his reasons, and I think it's okay.
Okay. Natalie, please.
Me? Okay. I've already talked a little bit about it, but I think when we talk about art, in some level, they are already combined. Because, as I said before, it's to see or hear because it's beautiful, it's good, but usually there's some it's not exactly behind, but some there, even if we can understand only unconsciously, but it's there. So I think, again, when we are talking about art, they are usually combined. And I think it's good because we don't need to see, hear, read a thing that's boring to learn, to understand, to talk about it. We can do it in a good way, like learn, like understand the politics, just hearing a song, like, or watching a series or reading a book. So at some level, I think they are always combined. Even when we cannot see, like when we watch something, there's a linear history. There, in some points, something you can think, that's a moral one. That's a thing to think about it. Even if it's not right now, when you're watching or hearing, sometimes it's long time after, but in some level it's there, the information, and we can understand and we can discuss, and that's it, combined.
Perfect. Jesus. Guys, I don't want to finish this conversation.
Okay, man. That's okay.
Okay, guys. First of all, I share with you the link to our social media. So if you don't follow us, please follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and the LinkedIn. It helps us a lot. Okay. And I want to know about the other room. How was the conversation, Gustavo?
Oh, the conversation was so funny. I really enjoyed talking to Bruna, Elaine, Cristiane. It was really nice. We talked how important it is, to mix politics with entertainment. And also we talked about many different styles of music. So I enjoyed a lot.
Perfect. And for you, Bruna?
This topic was just amazing. Thank you so much. I don't know. I really wanted to be here in the main room too. Like sometimes I just want to be go. I loved it, but sometimes I just want to be in like both rooms, to see the different points of view. But it was amazing. I loved it, and please let's talk about it some other days too. Sorry, it was my mom.
No problem, Bruna. And you can watch us on YouTube. I shared the link to our video on YouTube. So guys, please give us a like and share with some comments, please. Elaine, it was your first time here. I want to know about you. Do you like TNT? How was the conversation?
Yes, my first time is today. I loved it. It's very important for me because I learning how to speak more. Yeah, I loved it. Thank you.
I'm really, really happy for you. So guys, that's it for today. I just want to say thank you for you all. It was a pleasure. I love to be here with you, talk about any topic. And I really hope to see you here next week. So have a great week and see you all. Bye. Bye.
Bye.